Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt. Welcome to another week of training. This is going to be a deload week. We just finished our last CrossFit Games open workout for the regular season. The quarterfinals and semifinals will be coming up, and right now it fits in with our programming really nicely. We will be doing a deload week. Everything you see in the week, I want you to think of, if it looks hard to you on paper, I want you to change your mindset and say, I'm going to do this at a level that is more than a warm-up, but not into the pain cave. At no point do we anticipate going there. So if the weights are too heavy, if the reps are too high, if the distances are too long, I want you to adapt that so that it is a deload week for you. All right, and that is the mindset to take into the rest of the workouts for this week. So let's begin today with 2 rounds through, 2 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio, and get a band and a pipe and a barbell. We're gonna start off with some Romanian deadlifts. So hips up high, knees almost straight but not quite. Squeezing at the top, straightening the legs out, and then again that slight bend in the knees. Let the band pull your hands down so you stretch those hamstrings and glutes while maintaining a really good back position, right? So notice I'm being really aggressive and extra with my shoulder tension on this, and that is all to prepare for the deadlifts in the workout. Next one, a bench T-spine openers. So this is like our elevated hand position. Thread the needle, right? So I'm hanging onto the edge of the bench, reach one arm all the way through, try to push down towards the ground, reach your cheek towards the ground, and then twist all the way to the other side. 5 reps on each side of that exercise. Cat-cow, so you can stay on the ground, just elevating, arching your back, and then extending and pushing your belly towards the ground. Make sure you don't go fast on these ones, but slowly approach that end range. A lot of times if you like arch hard or you go too fast in either direction, that's when you'll get little stinging pains. But if you move slowly, you can encourage normal motion of the spine in that way. And then again, staying on the ground, we can just work on some somersaults forward, somersaults reverse, whatever you want to do for those. But do a little bit of tumbling, a little bit of rolling, and then finish with the actual version of the deadlift. If you want to do PVC pipe on the first round, you may, but most of us can probably go right to the barbell from the floor, keeping the bar in contact with the legs, right? And the loading for today is going to be very moderate. For the workout, it is a combination of several different segments, but when we load the deadlift, this should be in the 40 to 50% of your 1 rep max. Or if you just do the weights as written, it just should not ever be at a level that would get you out of position, get your legs sore, but we do want to do a significant number of reps with some load on us today, okay? So the workout will begin with rowing and deadlifts, and it just counts down. So 800 meters, 15 deadlifts, 600 meters, 12 deadlifts, et cetera, et cetera. And then when you finish with the deadlifts and rowing, you're going to take a 3-minute break. Be a good opportunity to put all your bars and weights away. And then we'll move into some static stuff. So planking, right? So 2-minute front plank. If you need to break that up, you may, but when you get into the front plank, just make sure that you are squeezing your belly, keeping that back neutral. A lot of times when we're planking, we see a lot of like sagging bellies or very extended spines. You want to make sure that we are squeezing your abdominals, right, and your glutes at the same time to make sure that you're in a nice neutral position. So it would be the equivalent of like at the top of the deadlift, if I'm standing like this, right, and finishing my deadlift. I don't want to be like that. I want to be nice and neutral, so my belly's tight, my butt's tight, and I'm standing up straight. That is the exact same position I want to be at on the ground with my front plank. Then we'll do the same thing on the side, 1 minute each, left and right. After you finish that, with those rest breaks involved, then we're going to go to strict pull-ups, and we're just doing 3 sets of 8 strict pull-ups. So whether those are hanging from a bar and we're doing them all unassisted like that, or we have some combination of bands or even a jumping pull-up with a slow eccentric, all of those are fine, but we want to work on moderate volume strength work on the pull-ups. So what I do is if 8 is the maximum number of pull-ups that you can do unassisted, I would add just a small band just to take a little bit of that intensity away from it. So learn to dial up and down on the intensity meter so that you get a moderate workout out of this instead of a max level workout out of this one, okay? And that is the whole workout for today. It's those 3 segments: rowing, deadlifts, then planking, then pull-ups. And that is it for today. I'll see you guys for deload week, day number 2 tomorrow.